The relaxation of COVID-19 restrictions over Christmas could lead to a third wave of the virus, a member of the government's scientific advisory group has warned. The UK government and devolved administrations have agreed to a temporary easing of measures which will allow 3 households to mix in a bubble from December the 23rd to December the 27th. Professor Andrew Hayward said the planned move to ease measures over the festive period amounted to throwing fuel on the COVID fire. He said, "I think it will definitely lead to increased transmission. It is likely to lead to a third wave of infection, with hospitals being overrun and more unnecessary deaths." The UK spent £10 billion extra in inflated prices for personal protective equipment due to an inadequate stockpile and a surge in global demand, a report has concluded. A report by the National Audit Office said Department for Health and Social Care procurement chiefs faced inflated prices for safety kits, paying 1,300% more for some items compared to 2019 prices. The report said providers made a huge effort to boost PPE supplies after realising stockpiles were not sufficient. However, the report said that with the impact of the pandemic already starting to be felt across the world by early spring, officials paid what it described as very high prices, given the very unusual market conditions. 2 women have been injured in a suspected terror attack at a department store in Switzerland. A suspect has been arrested, police said, after the victims were attacked in the city of Lugano and left with non-threatening injuries. Swiss Federal Police said that the incident was presumably of terrorist motivation and took place in the Italian-speaking city on Tuesday afternoon. Joe Biden has again warned that Brexit must not jeopardise the Northern Ireland peace process, stressing the importance of keeping the Irish border open. Speaking to reporters in Wilmington, Delaware, the US President-elect said a move to close the border is just not right. It comes after Mr. Biden discussed Brexit with Boris Johnson earlier in November during one of his first phone calls to other world leaders as President-elect. And finally, the Great British Bake Off has crowned its youngest ever winner. University student Peter Sawkins, 20, from Edinburgh, beat rivals Laura Adlington and Dave Friday to secure the top spot in last night's final. While Adlington's poor performance in the first 2 rounds saw her hopes crumble, Judge Paul Hollywood said the competition was as close to a draw as I've ever seen. He and co-judge Prue Leith agreed that Sawkins was almost neck and neck with Friday, 30, a security guard from Hampshire. Speaking after the season's finale aired on Channel 4, Sawkins admitted that keeping his victory secret had proved particularly tricky.